Hello, my name is Jason Morosco. I work for Ultimate Air, the manufacturer of the Recuperator. I want to talk a little bit about the outside penetrations. So on this side of the unit, both of these ducts are piped to the outside of your building envelope. One is bringing air in and one is taking air out. Okay, so we talked about this earlier. You're going to have these attached here. Somewhere very soon after this attachment, we're going to have an insulated piece of flex duct, 2 to 3 feet long minimum, to do vibration isolation and sound attenuation right here. Now these duct lines that go from the unit to the outside must be insulated from the unit clear to the outside wall. Both of them, intake and the exhaust. Both of them are susceptible to have condensation on them different times of the year, so they both must be insulated whether they're in conditioned space or not in conditioned space. Okay, so from the unit all the way to the outside, they get insulated, including if you have something like a preheat device, you can insulate all the way over this thing. You know, you got to insulate it also because condensation will form on this outside surface and drip on your floor, and you will not be happy about it. So these also get insulated. So the outside penetrations. So what are we going to do with that? I have a style of exterior hood that we do carry. This is actually a SIHO product. We do carry our own made aluminum hoods also. They're more of the boxy fashions. The rectangular box looks like an overgrown dryer vent. But the important thing about these hoods is that they have a screen built into them. So this wire mesh screen so that no birds, mice, animals, giant leaves, etc. get sucked into the unit. Primarily this is important on the intake. So you have that built into it. You want to make sure it's big enough per your duct design. We make these 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inch, all different diameters. And then there's also this that can be put in line of the airstream. This is a barometric backdraft damper. For when the unit is off, and this goes up like this. When the unit is off, these are closed. When the unit is on, of course, these get opened up and they get installed per the airflow direction. Okay, so these are barometric backdraft dampers. One means of having a door that seals the outside penetrations from the unit. Now you can see if I still get a gust of wind on this side, it's still going to possibly blow these open. So the next best step of these is like an automatic damper, being a power-controlled spring return on-off damper. You can wire those straight from the unit. We do have a relay that will close anytime that the unit is on so that you can open a powered damper. So if you want a positive seal on those two outside lines, I recommend 2 of the power open spring return close dampers, some sort like that. So now these, again, going through the outside, we have these are wall termination vents. These are for going through an exterior vertical wall. There's nothing that says you can't go through the roof, go into the eaves. All of those are very possible. We only carry the wall termination vents. Many other manufacturers make vertical rain hoods for going through the roof. When you're bringing in fresh air, you just want to make sure you're getting the fresh air from a point outside that has fresh air, not near your gas meter, not near where your dryer vent exhausts, not near where you warm your car up in the morning. All of these places are not good spots for fresh air being taken in. And if I put this up through the roof, I really don't want to suck air straight off of a hot shingled roof. So make sure you get a couple feet away from that hot shingle roof, for that type of application. I mean, what's the best? I generally recommend the prevailing wind side of the house. It's always a fresh air source, and not where you're going to blow your grass clippings into it, etc. And yes, this is a maintenance item. This has a screen on it. I guarantee you that after 6 or 8 months of operation, there's going to be a mat of dirt on this, and then you will be getting very little fresh air. So these do need to be cleaned, depending on your environment, once every 3 months, 6 months, 8 months. You know, it is very dependent on the particulate you have outside.